Hey everyone, this is Nike, just in case you haven't met Nike yet. Say hi, Nike. Okay, go on. I'm going to post an update, and it's been a while since I did a video, and the last video was kind of like low energy and kind of really depressing when I looked at it. So I'll actually put that there in case you want to see an effect of what I guess COVID-19 has done, and the isolation and everything. I guess was getting to me at that video. It's really kind of a sad video that I posted last time. But now it's July, and things are a little bit better. I had quit a job that was stressful to me, and I had put on some weight. Now I've lost some of the weight, and so I'm feeling a little bit better about myself that way. And my roommates had moved out, so I was kind of depressed in that video too, and they had moved out. But I got another roommate, also named Corey, which was one of the previous ones, and he's even a little crazier than the Corey that moved out. Who would have thought that? And Nike is his dog that you just met. And Hector right now is in Louisiana for like a week visiting relatives. And this is a picture of him that he sent me. Looks like he's having fun. Nice little break from from Hector. But the good news is, finally, he got his approval letter for his work authorization. So after being married over a year, almost 13 months now, he did get his approval letter for him to work, and they said they're going to schedule us an interview to go for his green card too. Still waiting on a letter for that, but at least they updated that information, so that's great. We're still working on his getting his card in the mail, so he should have his work authorization card hopefully the time he gets back on Friday. Today's Tuesday. It didn't come in the mail today, so hopefully in the next few days he'll get that. But he'll probably kill me for telling you this. But as soon as we got the letter for authorization, we went every day last week that we could, because I don't think they give the driving test in Ohio on Monday. But we went for the computer test on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and he flew out last Thursday to visit relatives, so he hasn't been able to take the driving exam on the computer yet, and he had unfortunately failed it 3 times so far. So I told him, unless he does the practice test online and passes the practice test 3 times, I'm not taking him to take his test again, which I think is fair. But yeah, he'll try to talk me into it. I know he will. But unfortunately, with me starting this new job, it was full-time. I wanted to try to do it full-time, but it's as a package handler, and I'm around other people and touching packages all the time. I've been a little under the weather, and I went just to be on the safe side to go have the COVID-19 test done. Well, they told me I couldn't go back to work until I got the test results back. So I'm going to be out of work for about a week because of that. Because I went to like a CVS, and they took like 6 to 10 days to get it done, because they have to send it to LabCorp, and then you get emailed the results. So I finally am getting that done, getting that test. So I feel good about that. I kind of waited this long because I went to other people that may have been at risk, or may have been when there wasn't as many tests available, who may have needed it more to get it. But I've had a little problem with sinuses and stuff, and so my voice is kind of like a little weird on this video. So it's still affecting me. So that's why I've got some Diet Pepsi here. And so yeah, things have gotten a little bit better. Things are moving forward, so I'm glad to finally see things are going that. Unfortunately, I just hear on the news today that Trump is saying things are going to get worse before they get better. Well, it's about time he realized that. Other than that, the local news people said that on some of the research they've done, that there might actually be 10 times more cases of the virus than previously reported. That's a little scary, but and I think it's going to be a major wake-up call. With it being July and people wanting to go back to school and things like that, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, if you're watching this video and you have an opinion on sending kids back to school right now, I think online education can work. I know there's certain homes that don't have internet, that don't have the situation, and the school districts need to find the money or to get that set up for the homes that need it, because you can contact everybody and make sure that they have what they need to get the education they need. I know online learning does not replace in-person and hands-on, but there's some good computer programs out there that I've used when I was teaching and to supplement regular curriculum. Plus, you can still send the textbooks with them and go through the textbooks and assign readings and things that they can do when they're not on the computer, and then create tests for that to check knowledge. And you know, at least they're learning, at least they're getting credit for what they need to do. And I think it'd be a lot safer than trying to send kids back to school 2 days a week and then rotate the other half of the school population, the other 2, and then have 3 days for each group being online. Because I know it's a tough situation. I just feel like this year, if things don't, they're looking for like a vaccine to hopefully come out by next year. So if that's the case, I think just do what you can is best for the kids now. Unfortunately, schools always need money, and that's the big thing, and that's the whole economy and everything else. Which, speaking of which, they should give us another round of stimulus checks, is what I hear. That is much welcomed at this time, since I can't work right now. But hopefully I can go back to work as soon as that test comes in and everything's okay. So that's good. But yeah, I mean, if you haven't, it was really easy to actually schedule a test. So if you haven't gotten a test and you feel like you need to get a test, maybe you're working in a situation or you've been around people that may have had it. I got online and looked for a CVS in my area. And it was like noon, and I had to fill out some information there to make sure I qualified to take the test, and they said I did, but they scheduled me for 12:40. Well, the CVS I went to was like a 13 minute drive, and they have this line. You just drive through the drive-through, somebody watches you do it and helps you do the test. It takes a few minutes, and it was really pretty easy. You do have to have internet again, or an email address, at least on your phone, because they want you to set up a MyChart account and they'll email you the results that way. So it's a pretty good process. But somebody's here, so I'm going to cut the video short right now. Okay.
2 hours later.
How you doing? Okay, I'm back. That was my roommate. Where was I? Yeah. Talking about this state of the world, I guess. Hector should be back in a few days, and again, every time I start the video, Nike has to get her camera back, right? Okay. No. Okay, Nike. So things are going pretty good now. I think things are going to get better for us if Hector can find a job, and I can either get back to work or find a different job to where I'm not so exposed to everything. Yeah, I recently did something that'll help us out too. So things are going okay for now. In the future does look a little bit better. So I just kind of worry about, if the coronavirus does get worse, that could make things change very quickly for everyone. So make sure everybody, stay safe, try to protect others, believe that this is a real pandemic and a real situation that can affect everybody. I know people who have lost loved ones to this, and it's a very sad thing. Recently on the news, they're talking about babies being born and catching the virus because of limited immune system, even babies dying. So it's very tough. So everybody needs to stay safe and try to protect one another at this time. And I'm just going to leave you with that thought. So take care, and see you next time.
You want me to